let's go ahead and jump into this shit. Excuse me. I don't know my damn.
Peter Piper's pepper picking proved painful.
All right.
So he ordered all he needed in one place on Amazon Business.
Yo, welcome to Crash Dummies episode. I don't know what episode this is.
2 something.
Yeah, 2 something.
Just get used to
211. Just call it 211.
That's crazy.
We are shooting at the rave. For a special reason.
Very special. Y'all gonna be very surprised because we gave y'all no forewarning of what was gonna happen. So your mind about to be blown. All right.
We actually have a special guest. He can just walk in. I'm not even gonna intro him. I don't think he needs an introduction.
No. I like the shock factor.
Yeah.
Shit.
That nigga was definitely waiting for the intro.
Oh, God.
Oh, see, I told y'all. Mind blown, right?
Pepper out of one of the Papa John's thing. Don't do that. Everybody else. By the way, if you're not ready for it.
Oh, you might have to go. Okay. All right,
there
we're
a
good.
crowd
We're good.
there?
Yeah, we all good.
Okay.
What's good, chat?
Yo, we are here at the rave with Mr. Hold on, we're gonna let him get his coffee in real quick.
Man, that boy.
Oh,
been
damn.
It was actually a pepper.
That was actually a pepper.
Yeah,
okay.
there was a lot going on. Yeah, boys.
What up?
What's the
How
deal?
y'all doing, man?
Yeah,
Y'all been cooking, bro.
Yeah, appreciate
Trying
you
to.
taking some time, man.
Cause I don't have any time.
Just here chilling?
It's in between the times.
No, that's fire. That's
Y'all
fire.
are, but the good news is y'all are part of the time, so this is cool now.
We
You know what I'm
appreciate
saying?
it. We appreciate it. How do you like Wisconsin? You like Milwaukee?
I haven't been around it a lot. I've only been to like 4 buildings. You know?
See, already. So that's why he was trying to put her in Wisconsin, because that nigga don't ever go there. Trying to keep her away from the main squeeze.
If you can rate those 4 buildings 1 to 10,
You're actually going to a different part this time.
Well, one of them was the one of them was the People Eater Hotel. So that was pretty cool.
what they call the people eater?
What's the people?
The Dahmer.
Dahmer?
Oh,
Oh,
okay. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
so that was
okay.
the first building I ever stayed at all. So that was
They got a
that was pretty
Dahmer
cool. I
hotel?
actually stayed 2 rooms down from where the stuff happened.
Where the butt was getting
So that was
ate?
pretty cool. I don't know if they like.
Did you put
nigga
your
be
ear on the door
butt.
and shit to see
No,
if you
I
can?
don't want to get haunted
Yeah.
crazy like that. You know what I mean? But no, it was actually.
Hold up.
It was.
Saying you don't want to get haunted and going to the Dahmer Hotel is already crazy work to begin with, my guy. That's not how ghosts work. That's not how ghosts work. That's not how ghosts go. That's not how you bust ghosts. Pause.
What do you mean by that?
Cool. So there, obviously, the rave, Eagles Club, and stuff like that, and we went to we had to go to City Hall to like get permits and stuff.
Yeah,
So.
it's because I know you guys are doing the race in the car show in Elkhart Lake.
Yeah. We got some
Road
ties.
America.
We got some ties in Elkhart Lake.
Yeah,
Oh, really?
we went to school out there.
Yeah.
Oh, shut up.
Yeah.
Oh no. So,
That's why we were so shocked. Like, what you doing out there?
I mean, we didn't. We wasn't trying to go out there. But, look, we were trying to, do our thing with the Milwaukee Mile, and they were like, look, we don't want.
Yeah, we get it.
We don't want the gangs. We
Yeah.
don't want the violence. And it was
Yeah.
like we've been holding this event for 4 years in a row, and we haven't had that. So how come now that we go to your venue that it's going to be that? So
Yeah.
nobody could explain it. It's totally fine. We found another venue, Road
Black.
America. Like y'all already
On
know.
this
Yeah.
Juneteenth,
Let me tell
we
you
know
something
why
about
black.
Elkhart Lake that's unique. On the 4th of July,
First off, it's called Elkhart Lake. I'm gonna be honest with you. If I had to think it was a place of racism in the North, it would be a place called Elkhart Lake. I'm gonna just be quite frank with all of y'all. That sounds like a place stuck in the past, stuck in the '60s, stuck in reconstruction. I'm sorry, I told you I just woke up.
One dude goes out into the middle of Elkhart Lake with a
Okay.
bunch of fireworks and pop fireworks, and the whole town watched the dude.
One dude.
Yeah,
There's
there's
one
one guy.
dude. He rolled out there by himself. He jacked. He wore.
I used to be that guy, and I used to be that guy in where I live now. But then I also, not to sound like a piece of shit, but I live in a pretty rich area, and they started making like a bulletin board of who's spending the most at the fireworks place.
Oh shit.
So the first year that they started recording it, one person spent like $3,000 on
Damn.
fireworks. It sounds like a lot
It's not.
until you figure out like one of the
good
grands
shit.
is like a Boys to Men finale firework. You don't know. You don't know until you, and then you see it and you're like, that's what that was. And then you're like, all right, I'm gonna spend $5,000. And then everybody in the area starts.
So it's a competition who can spend the most money.
It's just who can have.
I'm gonna be honest with y'all niggas. People be pissing me off throwing around this money. $5,000 on fireworks, $8,000 on fireworks, $10,000 on fireworks. Nigga, I'm about to put the fire to your shit. I need some money. Fuck out of here with that bullshit.
A better show.
Right.
Because if you spend the most money and your show is
Pissing
whack,
me off, T-Pain.
you know,
I feel it.
like what?
Yeah, the Boys to Men fireworks. I don't
It was
think-
not good.
There might be more pressure on you to have the better light show though.
Well,
Fireworks show.
if I start basing all my fireworks off of R&B artists, then yeah. Hell no, I'm not doing that shit. Hell, I'm buying all white fireworks. I don't want my fireworks to be based off of fucking 90s R&B.
So earlier we was talking about the thing that we did when we were broke that we shouldn't have done.
Oh,
So mine was because I obviously
Sell weed. Mine is sell weed. I remember it explicitly. I was in high school. I was selling weed. We was reeing up on quarters and halves and ounces of regs, of the most regs you could ever buy in the world. And then I got expelled from school. And it was the dumbest shit I ever did.
I recently heard like your journey. So I was like, oh, before I ask him that, let me make sure I have like my story. So
I would love to hear your shouldn't have done it.
okay, my shouldn't have done it was I know
I feel
exactly
like this is
how.
going to involve condoms.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Okay.
A woman's always involved for some reason. So mine was like I knew how much I made a month. It was like I was working like a small job after college. I was making $2,200 a month.
In college, you kept up with your finances.
Yeah, a little bit. We can talk about it. Some loans that they might be looking at me now like, yeah, where that money is? I got it now. Okay, I got you.
Rent-A-Center, Blockbuster. There's a lot going on.
You're not getting that TV stand back.
Big lots.
That's a good TV stand. But so I knew I made $2,200. And
A month?
I had a car a month. I had a
That's
car
a lot in
note.
college.
This nigga grew up in the 60s.
Yeah. That's a lot of money in college.
Shit.
Hey,
I'm
getting it.
You had $2,200 a month.
But I had $1,000.
I'm like, bro, I don't think I make more than that. I may make $1,000 more than that a month. Nah, like shit.
A car note.
Okay.
But no, listen. I had it down perfect with groceries, car, no rent. That I had $75 left at the end of the month, and I was pretty disciplined. Like nothing could possibly happen to me. My school was like on campus. Like we didn't have to leave the campus. They had everything. And then I randomly was in a restaurant picking up my little daily wings that I get,
Daily
budgeting and stuff like that.
By restaurant, you mean Publix.
Yeah. And a woman came up to me and was just like, hey, you want to get a bite to eat? And that was my first time ever seeing $75 go super fast. Yeah.
So a woman walked up to you and was like, you want to spend the rest of that money?
Yeah, yeah.
And you was like,
Yeah.
absolutely.
It's like being at the strip club with 300 ones. They own you.
I've actually walked in the strip club with 300 ones and
Yeah.
left with 300 ones.
Yeah, I did
That's
too.
what I'm
Yeah.
This is what I'm just saying, so you can't say it. It's like,
Fun fact, y'all, I ain't never been inside of a strip club before. Not to perform, not to do anything. I've actually made it my life's work to stay away from strip clubs. So And not because of why you think. It's because I just love ass too much that I probably get addicted. So it's best for me to stay outside of it than inside of it. That's a general life lesson though. It's best to stay outside of it than inside of it. Take it for what it's worth.
Walking in there with 300 words.
Yeah, because you still got to make a decision when you're there.
Yeah, it's all about the decisions you make. You can it don't matter how much money you have. It's about the decisions you make with that money.
Yeah.
And you can do so many different things. So you had $75 and one person was like, "You want to spend that?" And you were like, "Yes."
Yeah.
Now what went into the other decisions that was like, yeah, I'll spend this $75. Like, what's...
It was a 12. It wasn't the end of the month. I had no alert system. You know, you get to the end of the month and you're
But here's what I'm saying. You knew what was coming. You
Nigga
knew
said it was a 12.
everything was paid. You knew exactly how much money you had left. And you were like, this will last me for however long. And you were still like, nope.
And where'd you go for the restaurant?
Huh?
Where'd you go for the restaurant? Because I know where we lived, where we were at school at. It's not that many expensive places. $75 for a meal for two. It was back then.
awesome.
We was drinking at that Chili's, so
Did it?
I was racking up. You know,
Did it result in anything?
Huh?
Huh?
Yeah. I ended up dating a girl, so it ended up being like okay.
But you,
She spent the rest of your $75.
We spent her money for the rest of the month.
I done spent the rest of my $75 on a date once or twice in my life, so I feel him on that. I've definitely done that. I've definitely done it. I definitely took somebody out and got them too many lemon drops. I'm talking about $75. Shit, that was 2 lemon drops while I'm running my mouth.
See the crazy thing about me, like when I first started making music, I wasn't doing anything like huge. But my wife now, my girlfriend then, she was sending me her checks. She was sending me her checks. So if when my power cut off, my power was always off. My dad never paid our bills, everything. Like my power was always off. So my wife now would, when she was in the Air Force, she would get her check. She would buy her a few snacks, and then she would send me the rest of her check to keep my studio on so I can rent out my studio and get more money to pay the light bill, which would then be late again. And then she would have, it's just the cycle.
Yeah.
The cycle was crazy, but she would always believe that something would come out of her giving me the rest of her check.
She believed in you from the get-go.
I'm not sure of that. I'm not sure if she believed in actual music or I was slanging amazing dick.
I'm gonna be honest with you. That's what I was about
do you
to say.
think, like looking back at it, obviously it's like your first, the first time in the studio. Like, do you listen back to your old stuff?
So this was my studio. This was my studio in my bedroom.
Got it.
In my dad's house. So the only way I could make music at all. So the only way I could make music at all is if my power was on, which it was never. So the only way I could get my power back on is if she would send me her check. So it wasn't. So I did go back and listen to like a lot of the old stuff, and 100, I would not fund not 1 cent, not 1 cent of that shit. God damn, I was trash.
Do you know, like, for some artists, like, when did you get that belief then in yourself that I can actually do this? Like, because obviously your first couple of songs might have not been the greatest. Looking back at it.
So the thing was, it wasn't the greatest to me.
Yeah.
I knew it was the greatest. It wasn't the greatest to anybody, but it wasn't the greatest to me. I wanted it to be better, but I knew it was better than what I heard on media.
Yeah.
That's your motivation.
You know what I'm saying? So that was my motivation to where it was like, I know I'm doing something right. And me and my older brother used to get into fights all the time, my dad, and I used to go to my dad like, Rashid's making fun of me because I'm singing a song the way I think it should go. Like when we hear songs on the radio, I would sing it a different way. And he was like, you don't even know the song. And I'm like, I know the song, but I'm telling you how I think it should sound. And this is me at like 8 years old. You know what I'm saying? So when we get past all that and my dad is like, maybe we should probably look into this.
Yeah.
And he looked into it and he was just like, okay, kids like this are doing this. And then one day an Army commercial came on. An Army commercial came on and I harmonized with the Army commercial in the room with my dad. And he was like, how'd you know how to do that? I was just like, I thought that's how songs are supposed to sound. He was like, all right, cool. We going to the store tomorrow. We're going to buy you some equipment. We're going to figure out what's going on with this. We're going to figure this out.
How old were you?
This was, I was 10.
Damn.
Oh, damn.
This is real Joe Jackson type stuff.
You would think it was Joe Jackson type shit. My mom didn't fuck with it. My mom was like, stop spending money on this nigga.
Damn. Stop spending money on this nigga. It's crazy.
So my dad spent the money on me. We went into it's called Music Exchange. It was like, people that brought in their music equipment that was trying to like sell it to, get like co-sign stuff, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so, he bought like some secondhand stuff and it turned out that I was actually kind of good at the shit. So,
Man, them lights fucking
Do
with
you
my
realize
epilepsy,
that
bro.
you had a whole generation, especially my generation, singing into fans to sound like you?
Yeah.
Over the phone.
One because I was one of the people singing in the fans. Yeah, I was singing in the fans, and I was like, how do I make this sound? How do I get this? And I went on a 2-year journey. It took me 2 years to find auto-tune.
Oh, wow.
2 years. Everybody else knew. I got in the game in 2005. Auto-tune was invented in 1997. And I didn't know what it was called. So I was on my computer looking for
Auto-tune was meant to be like a sonar system, if I'm not mistaken. It was meant to be kind of like I know people ain't here to hear me fucking preach about fucking history of fucking auto-tune. I get it. But I'm saying it anyway. But it was not meant to be a voice pitch correction system when it was made. And that's basically the gist of the fucking story.
thing that could be like Vox or vocal or vocal change or vocal something. I was just looking for anything. It took me 2 years to find auto-tune. And the second I found it, it was like, I just lift up in the air. I was like, fuck yes, I found it. Because it was after the Dark Child remix of the Jennifer Lopez song, If You Had My Love. And it's for me. And then that one part had auto-tune on it. It was just that one part, and I was like, oh shit, how do I sound like that?
Oh, so you was looking into music in a totally different way than everybody else was.
This was on one of them CDs. I don't know how old you niggas are. But this was on one of them CDs. It was like one of them now that's what I call music type shit.
Yeah.
But it was one of them, like the commercials used to play all the time.
Yep.
And it was just song after song after song. But when that one came on, I was like, man, I wonder what that would sound like with a whole song.
40.
And I never got to find out until 2 years later when I actually found that sound. And I was like, oh, it's over.
I want to thank you for two things that you helped me with in middle school and high school. One, the I'm Sprung song. Playing in the background when I call a girl for the first time was so fire to me. That's what I used to play. I'm sprung. How you doing?
You made it your voicemail?
How you doing, girl?
Yeah, the answer machine. The answer machine is I'm sprung.
Oh, you were the ringtone there.
And then the second one, there was a song that I used to sing that nobody knew that was yours, but I used to pretend was mine.
Okay. Well, this is interesting. Let's dive into this.
Okay. And I got away with it for so long because I had a CD of yours.
Okay.
And it go, they make me feel so joyous.
Keep
and
going.
You knew about my past.
You went deep cuts. Oh my God.
Why?
You went deep cuts. You were singing that song with nothing to sing it about. You didn't turn the song into something about ass. That was about my kids. That song was about my kids. You didn't got pussy off the song.
Hey, that's the same vibe as when Dog was listening to Good Day, and he was like, how do you feel that this song is about your mom? It's the same vibe, bro.
That's crazy.
About my kids.
No, but you know what? And that was one of the songs that took me a while to do. It didn't take me a while to do, but it took a while to get accepted from like my team, my managers, and everything like that. And it was like, you sure you want to do a song with no auto-tune? That's kind of your sound. And I was like, it's about my kids, man.
Yeah.
This ain't about like the sound. I'd I'd rather sound terrible on a song about my kids than try to make a song sound perfect and fake about something I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was such a pivot for me that people didn't pay attention to it, and I was kind of okay with that. I was kind of okay because I wasn't the best at my voice at the time. So I was like, thank God nobody actually heard it, but I did want to get it out of my system, and it reached my kids, and my kids know the song, and they listen to it still to this day. Yeah. My kids still listen to that song, and also, glad you got some pussy off of it. So
Mariano Rivera. It was my closer. I don't know if we should be doing this. They make me feel so joyous.
See, that's about titties. That's about titties.
So, all right, we're taking a quick break from the podcast to thank our sponsors for today's episode.
Pat, I love you and all.
So I actually been searching for. Come on.
I saw you recently tweet about, because Lil Wayne dropped an album and it's probably not being the most received on Twitter.
It is not the most received.
And I saw you talking about how this makes you not want to kind of like drop new music.
It's not even that, man. But it wasn't Wayne's album that made me think that. First of all, Wayne was rapping his ass off on that entire album. Wayne went crazy on that whole thing. Obviously, there was a mishap or a misstep on, picking the production and stuff like that. But, once you get into a comfortable state and your engineers start making beats and he's like...
That nigga was rapping off that bullshit. I ain't even listened to it. I just heard snippets. And I was just like, yeah, these beats are pretty trash, man. I saw one where a dude remade a beat and the song sounded way better. I think it was the Peanuts, Elephants and Peanuts,
I got beats, and you're like, oh, yeah, why are we looking?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, why would we look anywhere else? Absolutely. Load that shit up. Let me rap. Wayne gonna rap regardless. It don't matter what it is. Wayne can rap on a bunch of frogs croaking, and it'll still be amazing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So the fact that he got comfortable, with the music that he was presented with because it was available to him right then, and he used AI on the intro and stuff like that, and Wayne being Wayne, like Wayne don't look outside of where he is.
Yeah.
So it's like when you use AI, he don't know how much that's gonna be frowned upon and stuff like that, or what what the stigma is on AI right now. So when you look at it from Wayne's perspective, this is a great fucking album.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But when you look at it from people that's been waiting on Wayne, it's a different perspective because Wayne's heard everything that he's done. Now, keep in mind, I talked to Wayne's manager yesterday, and he's like, Wayne had 60 other records.
I bet.
60 other records to pick from. He's like, look, that's the palette that Wayne wanted to lay. We put it out. Maybe not. Here's the thing. But here's what I'm saying. If everybody feels like Wayne was rapping his ass off and he just needed better beats, I told them, let other producers do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Let other producers do it.
Yeah.
There's no harm in putting Wayne acapellas out. Remember when
that'd be fire.
What Jay-Z, there was a Jay-Z album that put out all the instrumentals.
Right.
And he just let people rap on it. It's like, you feel like you could do better than Jay on the song? Then fucking do it.
That's what I feel like it was more of, because Wayne seems like the type to be like, there's not many people that can rap on this beat, so I'm going to make a record and put out it on this beat.
He was showing acrobatics.
I think
he was showing acrobatics, and not a lot of people can keep up with it.
But that's how you got, I feel like that's how.
Unfortunately, when you in the realm of rap, and I know that it's very unfortunate, that's the perception you're going to get from a younger fan base specifically. Now, people my age, your age, our age, we can differentiate and be like, yeah, this is dope, but I didn't like the production. That's not what's going to happen when you're dealing with people. And hip-hop is a young man's sport, man.
Became one of the greatest of all time.
Correct.
Is rapping differently than anybody else, so he was just trying to beat people to a punch.
But now the formula to everybody winning right now is to do the same thing as everybody else.
That's true.
You can't venture off.
No.
You can't venture off. But, again, those beats were available to him at the time, and shout out to his engineer, because it was an engineer that produced a lot of those things. And when you get that close-knit relationship, cool.
Shit.
Like that's, you know.
He just made me think. I do feel bad for the nigga who produced that shit, cause we just unrelentingly, everybody been going in on the beats. Like that shit ass. Them beats trash. And it's kind of like, damn, if I was the nigga who fucked up Wayne album, I might just be like, yeah, bro, I'm gonna go ahead and call it a day. And I mean in that way. I mean in that way too.
What you got on your computer
Yeah.
before I go looking outside of the studio.
Right. Yes, very true.
That's it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like you're always gonna do that, and you're not gonna go off of, well, this beat outside of us is better than this. You're gonna go with whatever the best is right here, what you presented me with.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And that may not be the best decision because you're in a bubble.
Yeah.
But Wayne is Wayne. Wayne gonna rap
is
his
Wayne.
ass off. Wayne is still one of the best rappers of all time, and there were just some decisions that were made that.
I
We're
think
not-
also it was the title of the album as well. It being a Carter, I think
It
it added.
being a Carter
Yeah.
added so much pressure, bro.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
That's way
They
too
called
much
me for
pressure.
it. They called me for it. They called me for the Carter. And when they were like, hey, we're about to drop the Carter, can you provide us something? Absolutely not.
Okay.
No.
Yeah, I feel
I
it.
will not do that.
Okay, my question for you is, because I want to say you were probably the most rumored person I've ever seen in so many joint albums. About T-Pain doing a joint album with him. T-Pain doing a
Yeah.
joint album with Barack Obama. And I never seen that shit.
That was kind of fire though.
Yeah, what? Have Obama like over
Fellow Americans, T-Pain's about to
He just do the
drop
intro.
some hot shit all over your faces. Maybe, you know, maybe all over your grandma. You know, I'll take this time to say T-Pain.
All
Maybe
right,
the best.
Tallahassee.
So many people try to
Chill
copy.
out.
Not so many
You talking about my grandma?
have succeeded. And suck my balls.
So like in this day and age, so there's so many samples coming out. Like there's so many like songs being revamped into
Yeah.
more drill songs. Like you'll see. Would you let someone?
I have let.
You have let
And
someone
good
already.
God, have they not done well? Jesus Christ. I've let it. Exactly.
I was like, I was like, which one?
You answered your own question. I've let people sample my songs. I've let people do their things. But, you know, once Tory Lanez did the
Yep.
Jerry Sprunger, everybody was like, oh, shit, T-Pain letting people sample his shit. Let's do it. And then it's just back to back to back to back. And I'm like, all right, you go. Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
That's,
And then,
that bar was set way too high.
But it was
that
like-
song
but
is
it-
crazy.
But the thing was, I didn't do anything. Like I didn't charge anybody anything. You know, I didn't charge Tory for Jerry Sprunger.
Oh, damn.
I don't charge people for
Should've.
like using something that's already making me money. Why would I'm already making the money.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm
right,
saying?
yeah.
Like, so it's not a priority for me. Oh, this person said, like, even Fabio was on some. Let me get. Go ahead. Go ahead. Nothing.
Damn.
Absolutely fucking nothing.
That the bar
You feel
was
what I'm
set
saying?
Why
way too
he?
high.
Why he throwing it? Why he shitting on Favi like that though? My nigga said nothing. It was bullshit. Like damn, I don't even know what he talking about. Honestly.
So that the first song, the I'm Sprung, was probably like it's a
Yeah.
signature song for you, and then like for you also to do like be on the remix and then still be fire on the remix.
That's the thing I don't fuck with.
Yeah.
If you sample it, do your thing. You want me to be a part of it? Okay, now it's a different.
That's when it's not free anymore.
Do your thing, run with it. Great song.
Yeah.
I sample stuff all the time. Fantastic. Who hasn't taken the drums from the front of You Don't Have to Call Usher shit? Like
Yeah.
that's everybody got Pharrell drums. He left it open, bro. Like, absolutely. We gonna take that shit. But you want me to be a part of it now? Now it's not free anymore.
So do you have any plans on a new album?
I don't want to.
Yeah.
I don't want to. You know what's crazy? That this whole segue is crazy because I've said that I don't want to do the album sequence anymore because anytime when we release singles,
Yeah.
bop, 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 get it. Here you go. Single. Fuck you. Bam, bam, bam. Suck it. Take
No,
it.
that's so crazy.
Single. Totally fine.
Somebody just dropped to their knees here and you said,
Album.
That's crazy.
I gotta go to New York. I gotta go to LA. I gotta talk to Big Boy. I gotta talk to the, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So it's this whole, the album sequence of releasing an album. I don't fuck with that anymore. I don't feel like convincing people that my album is good.
Right.
You gotta do this whole run. You know what I'm saying? Like the Crash, like you gotta go, you gotta talk to everybody to convince. And it's not like an organic thing that's like, yeah, I wanna talk to these niggas. It's like, I need to go on there and tell people that my album is good.
Yeah.
And then I think it's judged differently too on the internet because like you'll have people like academics maybe say sold 20 units the first week,
Like,
and everybody's gonna say flop.
First week is
Floppy disk.
crazy,
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah.
To put all this work in for months on hand and then have somebody judge everything you've done in a year in one day, in a Friday, is crazy.
Crazy.
To have everybody say, yeah, all that shit you did didn't do as much as this other person, so fuck you. You suck. You suck. Your album sucks because not enough people bought your shit in a week.
My nigga Tallahassee pissed, bro. That nigga Tallahassee Payne, they done got this nigga started. He upset. That nigga Drake said, I'm upset.
Damn! And then if nobody buys your shit in a week, then you get nominated for some shit, and then you get to sit in a whole room of your 40,000 square foot room of all your peers that do the same thing, and all of them people say, nope. Your shit suck, bro. All my friends think it too. It's not just because when you hear it from the outside, you're like, y'all don't know music. I know music. I'm a musician. This is what we do, boom, boom, boom. And then other musicians are like, no, that sucked. We didn't like it either. And it's just like, damn, why y'all didn't nominate me for this shit? No, we didn't like it either. We're musicians as well, and we didn't like it either.
I feel like you would do well, though.
Damn.
I know you don't want to do it. I feel like you would do super well. Because
It's just it's the process of trying to convince people that it'll do well.
I got you.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
To go to all these different radio stations. You got to go to a radio station in fucking Wichita to fucking tell people, hey, please listen to this thing I've been working on for 2 years. Like, nah, bro, I'm not going through all that. I'll drop. Like, okay, I would. Now I'm not saying that I'm gonna.
I feel like right now, you got to go to the streamers, and I feel like that's why. T-Pain would do perfect because he a streamer himself. So if he just went to the streamers, he go see Kai, he go see Speed, he go chill with. And you don't go into the radio stations, you go to the streams, that's going to be way better than going to the radio stations in this day and age. I don't feel like people really listen to the radio. Like, not young consumers, not people under the age of 40, I feel like don't really listen to the radio. They listen to their phones and their cars. That may be an assumption that I have, but I just feel like that's a true statement.
Making music, but the album process is not my favorite anymore.
Yeah.
I will drop singles. I will drop albums. I'm not going to promote it. I'm not going to sit here and try to convince you. If you want to hear it, I'll tell you where to go get it.
Yeah.
But I'm not doing the process of
Showing up at the Breakfast Club.
yeah, come on, bro. I'm not done. Me and Charlamagne done had our quarrels already. We done did our things already. And we have respect for each other now. We know that we respect the game, but we know that it's not worth it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like I said on my post, the energy that is put into being the first meme about an album is not worth the energy it takes to make a dope album.
Yeah.
Right.
It's just not worth it. We've done years and years and years of this work, and then your album could be shut down by one meme. And that's just what it is, and I'm not willing to put my mental health at risk for that. I'm at such a great fucking place, bro. My team is great
Nicki
over
Minaj is a
here.
different
We have a
story,
Wisconsin Fest. You know what I'm saying? The dummies are here. My wife, my baby mama, and my girlfriend get along. We are fucking okay. Like, we are okay. I'm actually in a good place. I don't want to goddamn.
My girl and my baby.
I don't want to fucking. I don't want to
You did mention us, though.
I don't want to get out of that. You know what I'm saying?
know,
Like, I'm in a good place, and I don't want anything to jeopardize that. And the second that you put the power in the public's hands, you jeopardize all of that shit.
That's why I used to feel bad for Roddy Ricch. He went like live on Twitter one day, like playing some music, and like the fans literally just got in there just to troll him.
That's what it is, though.
Yeah.
Like the way my algorithm, I don't even know why my algorithm is like this. I think I watched like 2 videos on fucking YouTube, but now when I go to my homepage on YouTube, it's just like the rise and fall of such and such. How this person lost all his fans in one day.
I be
What
watching them
happened since this
videos.
person?
The fall
yeah, like fuck. Like I don't want to be one of them videos.
No.
The one thing I learned from Drake.
I'll pass.
And here's the crazy thing. One thing I learned from Drake, but one thing he hasn't followed his own words. Drake said, I want to be one of them people that gracefully bow out and not get kicked out.
Yeah.
I have ever since said,
Yeah.
You really
thank y'all. I appreciate y'all. I'll see y'all when I drop. Don't worry about it. I'll just drop something.
Yeah.
Let me know if you heard it.
Yeah.
Drake is like, no, listen. Okay, I got another one. Hold on, check this out. Check this out. Y'all didn't like that one? Okay, real quick. Just one more. Let me try one more. And then he's the...
My nigga Tallahassee throwing shots at people right now, bro. Damn. That nigga just with his eyes closed. Pause.
And that he said, you know, he didn't want to be. And I learned that from him. Like when he said that, I want to gracefully bow out and not get kicked out. I was like,
Yeah,
you know
he
what?
said his wife, his baby mama, and his girlfriend.
I'm out this bitch.
It's just live shows now.
I'm out this motherfucker. I'm not trying to impress y'all niggas. Y'all niggas don't give a fuck about live or die.
Yeah.
Why the fuck would I keep trying to impress y'all niggas? I'm out. I'm done. I did everything that I was trying to do. I changed the game. I made a sound. What else? What else?
You literally can't. It's only even if you make a hit today, it's still,
It won't even. It's just normal.
Yes.
It's just normal. It's like, yeah, that's okay.
Well, shit.
Cool song.
We're gonna get to our listener caller segment now.
I love that.
love that.
Before we do that, we'd like to take an energy shot.
yeah, energy shot.
What you?
Yeah.
Mike loved to take random liquids.
That's crazy to say. Random
Whoa.
They literally call
That
you
was good. That was actually crazy.
Mike
Random.
X. There you go.
That was
I told
actually
y'all.
crazy.
That's so crazy.
But nah, we got. Damn, that is crazy.
Random
We got
liquid is
the
crazy.
we got the.
Nah, that's
We got
crazy.
the orange. We got the orange vanilla vortex.
Yeah.
We got the orange vanilla vortex
Orange vanilla vortex. There
of
you
the
go.
good game. You know what? Y'all can have that one. So y'all have that one.
Damn, we're sharing a bottle?
So here's the thing. Here's the thing we don't want people to do because it's so good. People will do a whole energy drink and then come back for another one, like immediately. And then you run into that Starbucks shit when they did that energized lemonade, and
Yeah.
everybody just kept getting them. And it's like my heart fucking exploded. Don't want to do that. Do
okay.
half.
Oh, half. Okay. I
No,
got
Do
you.
half.
I'm
a
an
piece.
energy drink fiend though.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
we
and you
drink-
can. And this is enough.
Oh, it is?
And this is enough. You do.
My nigga said do half. What? I can't have my own half and he have his own half, Tallahassee? Damn. This nigga Tallahassee, he fucking greedy. This nigga greedy, bro. You don't want to give a nigga his own shot. Talking about you have half, you had the other half of the vanilla orange vortex cream. No, Tallahassee, give me a different flavor.
Half of it in your drink, and you're good. And it doesn't matter what you're drinking. Vodka.
Oh, I can mix it
rum.
with this?
You can you hit it with that. Hit it with half of that, and you got it. That wasn't half.
But you see how you dropped it in there? I told
That was
you.
that.
It was the exact motion that I did. I get it. I totally understand. You did. That's too much.
No, that's too
No. You're not gonna die, but you're gonna be fucking wired.
Now we gotta go. Oh, beforehand, let's warn you. Like some of our callers, they don't have it all, so we're.
Oh no, I know.
Okay. So
See, here's the thing. Here's the thing. Y'all don't fuck around about me. I watch the show.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I know what's going on. It took me a while to get back to y'all, but that was because I was trying to see what y'all was gonna do about it.
Okay,
There's this one kid that's like dancing in his car until he meets me, and he's on like day 97, and he thinks I'm gonna stop him. Like, bro, you're dancing to my music in your car for 97 days. I'm gonna stop you. You're crazy. I'm literally avoiding this guy to not meet him so he can keep dancing to my music. In his
You
car.
gotta give him a number now. Let's give him a number.
130. I'll
Think about it.
yeah, 130. 130. I'll get 130.
What day is he on?
He's on.
90?
Gotta be. Yeah, 130.
No, 130 is too little. Then.
130. I'll get in the car.
Yeah, okay.
130. I'll get in the car. 100%.
You gotta be careful. Getting in the
Yeah,
car.
I was like,
He's the only person. He looks like a fucking idiot. There's these windows down, my song blasting. He's fucking going crazy.
Different song every time?
Different song every time. Crazy. I got 500 songs. He's got a lot to go.
Yeah.
At 130, I'll get in the car with him and dance with him.
Okay, bet. Hey, you heard that here first. 130, little man. Yo, what's the deal?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yo.
Hey, what's up? How you doing?
Is that in?
Hey, out here at work. Let me first of all,
You at
happy
work?
early June. Yes, I'm at work.
We about to get this
God,
nigga fired.
First of all, happy early Juneteenth.
Oh,
Okay.
appreciate
Thank you,
that.
thank you, man.
What is he?
Second of all, shout out to the nation.
Okay.
Okay. Of Islam?
Third of all, fuck the audio listeners.
Okay, yeah, you dick riding a little bit too hard right now.
No.
Can you guess who our special guest is by his voice?
Have him say something again.
Hey, how's it going? I'm from the green, white, green.
the what?
Either Bill Clinton or a random white
Yes,
dude from Wisconsin.
absolutely.
Yeah.
You got it.
It's
You
Bill
got it.
Clinton.
You did it.
It's Bill. I got a
You
question.
did it.
My nigga Bill like 90. Ain't he? Bro, that nigga Bill can't move. They talk about it's Bill Clinton chilling with Pat and Mike. Chilling with hey, shit. At the rate that these niggas going, you don't know, bro. You don't know.
I got a question for you.
Pretty good,
What's your biggest
All
hot
right,
take?
what's the question?
What's your biggest hot
All right,
take?
my biggest hot take is it's okay to be a grower and not a shower.
Okay, let's talk about this. This is what the fuck I'm talking about, baby. Hell yeah.
All right,
Now, this is the nation I represent. This is the nation I represent, baby. Yeah, it ain't enough thing for medium motherfuckers out here. Yeah. We need some for the medium motherfuckers. Huh?
Have you been shamed?
Average boys out here.
Have you been shamed for this before?
No.
Yeah,
And
but
why I haven't been, wait. And I haven't been shamed because I know how to hide it. You
Okay,
got
well,
to
that's-
teach.
It ain't that hard to hide, little man.
No, it is.
We gotta have some situations. We gotta
Oh,
have situations going
shit.
on because we gotta have time. I think time heals all wounds and fills all wombs. You know what I'm saying? So I understand
I don't
what
know
you're
what
saying.
you talking about,
And
Tyler.
it just takes a little bit of of time. We at least gotta walk in the room with a half a jug going on.
Yeah.
We can't just
yeah.
whip out. See, the thing is, the people that can whip out, which
Oh,
are
no,
showers,
no.
the people that can't whip out, it's just the same presentation the whole time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they not.
I know.
We whip out at 10 and we
Whoa.
say, and we whip out at 10. We whip out at 10 o'clock and we say more at 11. That ass. You know what I'm saying? So
Did you hear him
know,
say?
yeah.
He said, "Oh, I know."
Yeah.
I know, it's like a Hellcat. You got to let the engine warm up. You can't just get it.
You gotta give it a little bit to get on that demon time.
We got to get that warm up.
Yeah, you
Hellcat
gotta
is
warm up to
crazy.
get on that demon time. We need that E85 in the tank, huh?
That's
You know what I'm
right.
saying?
So what's your hiding technique then?
What's my hiding technique is, like I said, I tease them. They try to touch me. I don't let them touch me. Like, bitch, get off me.
Oh, that's it.
Maybe not that. Maybe.
Bitch, hey, what's good? I'm like, bitch, don't you dare touch this dick at all.
Maybe not that far, but
It is tough.
I play it off. It's one of those times. It's one of those situations You know, you kind of just go as you go.
So if she's a little hotter than you, you can't really dial it back because you know you got to push forward. So how do you?
No. If she's badder than usual.
No. I'm not saying bad.
I'm gonna
not
be
saying
on 10
better.
regardless.
If she's okay, let's just put this in layman terms. She's hornier than you at the end of the night, and you like, I got to get at least I got to have a chub going on.
Oh,
you know
well,
what I'm saying?
that
So
point,
if she horny as fuck and she start reaching, now what do you know what I'm saying? What's your technique?
At that point, there is no half chub. If she's you know, look, it's
If y'all in the Uber on the way home, you ain't fully chubbed up. You ain't ready to go. You know what I'm saying? But if she like, look, this Hennessy just kicked in. I need to feel full rod.
Yeah,
what's happening?
It's gonna be funny when she grab your shit like a cigarette. You're gonna be what the fuck?
What's the technique? What's the technique if she fully horny and you like, I need a little bit of time?
Now playing hard to get with a little meat is crazy. That's what you got to play hard to get.
First of all, I never said my meat was little, Pat. So.
Yes, you did. You literally did.
That's the point.
Yeah, you the second you said anything, you
Wait.
joined the medium meat club.
Yes, you did.
Welcome
Is that
to
what
it, brother.
that means?
Yeah, that you're a grower, not a shower.
Yeah.
If you ain't a full elephant trunk off the top, you're a fucking grower.
Maybe not the elephant trunk. More maybe like a
aardvark.
like a half-grown banana.
No, but you know what's crazy? T-Pain being the first person to tell you that your meat little is crazy.
But I'm in it. Hey, look, I know for a fact I don't have the biggest dick in the world because I watch a lot of porn.
That is true, though.
I don't have a porn dick, but I do know how to satisfy and I do know how to get where I'm going.
Yeah.
Look, same way I don't know how to swim, but I will get to the edge of the pool very fast.
Whoa.
All right, bro. You have a good one.
Yo. Can I tell a story?
A story.
That was your story. What
A
was?
quick story. It's a quick story.
Oh, go ahead.
You sound, I ain't gonna lie, bro. You sound boring, bro. You might be wasting our time.
Go ahead.
So I work part-time at a restaurant, right? Last week, I gave a cook
You
a
sound
cookie.
boring.
And he asked me for a cookie. I told him no. I told him in English and in Spanish, y en esmota. And he still said, give me the cookie. Within 2 hours. Yes, within 2 hours, that boy went home.
That was your story?
He was so high, he went home.
Bro, you gave him a weed cookie. I thought
That's
it
what I
was.
said. I literally told y'all he sounds boring.
All right, bro. You have a good one.
This man's 100 years old. You know they put weed in cookies now. This is crazy.
Let me tell you an edible story.
Let me tell you what's going on. You know, I don't know if y'all know this, but they put the drugs in the cookies now.
You ever heard of edibles before?
Yo.
Hello?
Welcome to Crash Dummies Podcast.
What's up?
What up?
I love you so much. I love you so much.
I'm bringing the positive vibes because the last time you guys called me, y'all was talking about somebody needing a Snicker.
Oh, shit.
Yeah,
I
remember
did
you.
this. God damn it.
She had a lot of. Okay, we got a special guest. Can you tell who it is by his voice? He's about to say something.
Hey, baby.
No, don't do that.
All right, I got a question for you. What's your biggest hot take?
There's no reason for a man to be wearing ankle socks.
Okay, all right, we gotta calm down. Okay, all right, check this out.
Niggas can't even wear
Now, we'll say
ankle
this.
socks?
There's one thing.
Damn.
I don't want to interrupt you, but I'm a man, so I have to.
I ain't got on ankle socks at the moment.
Okay, now specifically, my wife does not like seeing socks. She hates everything that YG has ever worn in his life. My wife does not like seeing socks. I can't wear socks above my shoes. Or if I got like shorts on, if I got pants on, we're good. But here's the thing:
So you're wearing shorts with ankle socks?
I didn't know. So the only reason I have to is because when I'm doing shit and when I'm performing, my socks go under my fucking foot, and that is the worst feeling of all time. Now, when you're shuffling and when you're doing shit, your socks sometimes go under your foot if your socks are ill-fitting. But I'm telling you, if you can see socks above shoes, it's totally fine because it might be a reason. And niggas don't want to get the gout just from fucking performance. So, but why now? What is your now? Why do you see men not wearing ankle socks?
That shit looks so goofy. I'm not the only person who. There's no way. You know what? Sorry, because your ankles is probably always showing, but you probably got some shit on right now, actually. No, check his feet. Check his feet.
I did. I don't think you do.
He good right now.
Oh, they are. No, he got him on.
Yeah. Can't nobody see my fucking ankles right now. I'm covert in this bitch. I'm covert in this motherfucker.
Hell no. There's no reason. Like, I don't. It's like a big ass ick. Sometimes I don't. What?
So what about like no? What about no show socks?
Yeah, I was just about to say that.
No show socks with your twinkle toe ass. Why the fuck do you have
All
no
right.
show socks?
Okay, I don't know if you know. I don't know if you know that. When were you born? What year were you born?
98.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
So you don't know. You don't know. Niggas used to have to make ankle socks.
Yeah. I don't know.
They used to have to roll the bottom.
So this is the thing. This is
not even roll the bottom. I used to pull it all the way to the ankle and then take the
fold them
part back
under.
and
Fold
tuck
them
it back. Yeah.
You fold them under your
Yeah, they
fucking
used to
feet.
fold it under your foot.
Yeah, niggas, we didn't have these privileges. Could you imagine a bra where you had to fold the top of it down to fit your titties? Could you imagine that? Like, could you imagine? Like, we used to have to make sacrifices,
You
girl.
wouldn't have that problem if you wasn't out here borrowing nigga socks. Sounds like it's not your size.
They just literally, they literally made
out here
one
stealing
size.
socks.
No, they literally made one size sock for everybody.
That was,
We didn't have the privileges. We didn't have those privileges of having different size shit. That 6 to 12 and 12 to 18 shit, that just happened in the early 2000s. That just started happening. Niggas used to buy one sock and used to have to make that sock whatever size you wanted to by folding it under your foot.
Yes,
There's nothing else you can do. We didn't have the privilege of
Pat talk about yes sir. That nigga was born a year before. She said she was born in '98. Pat was born in like '93. What he talk about yes sir?
different size shits.
Yeah.
Shaq didn't start playing. We didn't have that, and I understand that you just don't. You wouldn't remember that because you didn't have to go through
The
that.
NBA players used to wear ankle socks.
They had to.
Y'all popping at me because y'all some pilgrims. That shit ain't got nothing to do with
She called us pilgrims.
Okay. So check this out. Look up when different size socks like really start coming into play and start getting. But of course you don't want to. Of course you didn't want to, but we had to. We had to. They didn't make different size socks for us when we was going in Walmart.
Right, you literally just call us to argue. Like, who is this dude and why you not taking it out on him?
Hey, look. I will argue with you all day. I will argue with you.
What are we talking about?
I will argue with you all day. All you got to do is send me a picture of your feet.
What?
Who is this though? He said
This nigga Tallahassee tripping. That nigga trying to get put in the bing bop bop boom boom bop bam type of shit he on. I don't even understand.
he's talking about he was shuffling.
No, I'm a white guy. I'm a white guy. They allow me to say that. They just let me say nigga.
It doesn't matter. They'll see it. They'll see it exactly when they see it.
Yeah,
They just let me say nigga sometimes.
I really want her to know who it is because she said that she basically called you broke at some point. So I want you to know. So our special guest, this is T-Pain you're talking to.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
hey,
hit that note real quick. Let me hear it.
what you call me? What'd you say?
I said hit that note real quick. Let me hear it.
Shorty. Head ass.
All right, you have a good one.
Oh, I can't wait till she see this shit. She's gonna be so sick.
It's always funny because
He said a white guy. Let me say it. You're
But
crazy.
am I tripping now? We only had one size sock.
we only had one side. We had to
Okay,
close
Yeah,
it.
y'all is in
Because
Milwaukee.
it was just whatever the basketball players was wearing.
Yeah.
That was all we had.
Whatever Allen Iverson had on this.
Yo, welcome to Crash Dummies Podcast.
What's up, Mike?
It's cool
What
that
up?
you welcome people.
Yeah.
We don't do that. We're just like, what's up, nigga?
What's
All
up?
right.
What's up, Mike?
Wait, who the fuck is who said?
Oh, I think you need to. Just calm down a little bit.
Why
Okay?
you stuttering?
Because I have a stutter.
My bad.
I'm the person I'm the director that made Black Panther.
It's Ryan Coogler.
Ryan Coogler.
I was gonna let her pick. I didn't think she was a part of the culture. I didn't know.
I got a question for you. What's your biggest hot take?
Oh, we need more violence in the world.
What?
That ain't
Balance?
a hot take.
Violence.
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 So
Oh,
you
that.
need
More violence.
Oh, that is a hot take. That is a hot take.
Punk violence.
Yeah.
Where you from?
I'm from
LA?
DC. This,
Oh,
wait, where's Pat at?
I'm right here. What's up?
Oh, this your forehead.
Oh, you're
Oh,
the
she's
one.
Pat's forehead on
in our
Patreon.
Patreon. Oh, this you? Oh, how much money do you make a year?
Shit, we make the same amount. I'm
I'm
trying
not
to
sure of that.
you sure
I'm not
about
sure of
that?
that. We're getting sponsors for this episode alone. This
Come
is
on
gonna
now.
be.
Go ahead. What's our sponsors right now?
Shout out to the sponsors that's about to drop all of us.
Why do you think we need more violence, though?
Nah, I think we really like when people wild out and like really like just beat the shit out of people or like hurt somebody real bad. I feel like we should lessen the time on it
Okay,
and
so
like just let people get that shit out. Cause like,
so what if the whole thing? So what if other people say we need more violence against just you by yourself?
I'll beat the shit out of anybody.
I mean, you can't beat the shit out of multiple people though. You ain't
Nah,
fucking.
okay.
You ain't fucking Batman. Like,
Hey,
what if multiple
you better chill for Clarissa Shields here. Come beat her ass.
people want to
I
beat the
ain't
shit out of you?
Batman, I mean, shit. I'm gonna just have to put the switch and
But
make
what if
something
you?
work.
But what if you deserve it? Like, what if it's like we deserve more? We need more violence in the shit. And what if like one of the things that we need to mitigate is just people like you?
What if it's you?
You're not the one that's calling for more violence,
Here's
though.
the thing. Here's the thing. It is people like me, but also all the people like me are also going against the people like you. So, and it seems so far the people that we've called, you're the only person like you. So I think I have more people.
Damn.
I beat your ass.
Oh,
Hey,
shit.
I invite it. As long as it ain't nothing better in the world than angry sex. And I'm
What
so
is
ready
he
for it.
talking about? This nigga Tallahassee is tripping.
Okay.
You said. I feel like she said that she liked one of your songs before. She's like an avid Patreon listener. Her profile picture is my forehead. She's kind
I
of.
mean, I paid for it. I did one Patreon. That
She-
shit got expensive.
You said you liked one of his songs before. You said that.
$12.
What song?
You said it in the chat. Well, you'll see. You'll see when it drops.
Backseat action?
No, only songs I've been seeing is Keisha.
Who?
Okay. Oh, she said Key.
Oh, Key. Oh, okay.
Keith Lee. Keith Lee got
Why
songs?
y'all can't?
Shout out to Key.
Yo,
Welcome to Crash Dummies Podcast. Oh, no, I mean,
yeah,
what
can you
up?
hear me?
That was so.
Yeah, you
What up, what
burned,
up?
dude.
Thank you for calling PetSmart. I mean, the hell?
That was dry as
All
hell.
right, we got a question for you.
All right.
All right, what's your biggest hot take?
So my biggest hot take, yeah, is celebrity shouldn't exist.
Celebrities shouldn't exist.
Nah.
Nah, I actually fuck with this. I
Yeah.
actually fuck with this. I'm not gonna lie to you. I actually fuck with this.
Oh, what's your reason?
Too many people, if they're just our normal guys, too many people out here carrying what they do, like commenting on IG posts, trying to see who was what, like doing what.
Do you like hold your breath when you talk?
He's taking a piss right this second. So check this out. So basically, the reason I fuck with this is because it's like there's so many people better than motherfuckers that's famous.
Yeah, I feel
That's just normal motherfuckers. Like while Mike wasn't practicing, there was somebody becoming better.
Yeah.
Right.
Just that couldn't get recognition because they don't have the resources, they don't have the eyes on them and shit like that. I always think this at the same time, and because I used to be around a bunch of celebrities in like before I became one. And I was always like, man, why don't people like this around these people?
Right.
Like, because I used to have a camera on me all the time, and I used to film these people. It was like a little JVC, little high 8, you know what I'm saying, like tape camera. And I used to have the camera on these people all the time, and they just normal fucking people. And I'm like, man, but when they got around other people, I was like, this is weird. What the fuck? Like, why is it such a difference on the sides of the camera? When you put a camera in between people, the people behind it are fine, but the people in front of it are not. You feel what I'm saying? And it's just, I always thought like, this is weird. This should not be possible. This should not be possible. The people that came up with me that were singing the same way as me, and I fucked around and got in camera before them, somehow people go crazier over me than they do out of the people I came up with. But it's just because I was in front of the camera and not behind it.
Right.
And it's just like, I never understood that. So I kind of fuck with this thing. Celebrity shouldn't exist that's a top one.
My nigga Tallahassee done had too much of the cognac. His cup, he got 4 cups. I swear to God, he keep adding a cup every time. He put the cup down, he put it inside another cup. Like, it's like Ray J's hat.
But I don't, the thing is, I don't know why they do.
Yeah.
That's the only thing.
I feel it.
That's true. But like this dude, like you got some talent or something?
No, he hung up. Yeah. It was just us talking for the.
Okay.
But he got his point across.
No, he lied.
He did. That was a good fucking point, though.
Yeah.
He was taking a shot.
I didn't think he was gonna elaborate anymore either.
What it do, man?
Yo, welcome to the Crash Dummies Podcast. I got a question for you.
Man, what's that, gang? We back.
What's your dumbest hot take?
Man, just because the pussy stink, that don't mean it's ran through.
Put this nigga on the goddamn podcast. Let me talk to this goddamn man.
You agree with this
I
shit?
fuck with this man. This nigga spitting.
That's
This is
crazy.
what I'm talking about.
What?
Some people have not. No, I'm not. I'm not defending anybody. I'm just saying.
Is that T-Pain, my nigga?
Oh, that shit was epic, bro. I can't even. That T-Pain, you my nigga.
Yo, my man's is spitting. Some people have chemical imbalances. Sometimes people use soaps that don't agree with their body. You know what I'm saying? Some people don't know.
I'm grown enough to know the bitch got more than 2 bodies.
Exactly. But it ain't even about the bodies at this point. Now it's about chemical imbalances. Now it's about making sure that you're using the right products, making sure.
Man, this nigga sound like Kevin Hart using big words and shit, bro. You got too much money now.
Chemical imbalances being a big word to you.
It's crazy.
I got more questions about who you fuck. But here's what I'm saying.
Come on,
like,
man.
some people need to figure out why there are so many soaps, why there are so many oils, why there are so many feminine products, why there are so many different things, and that's a real thing. That don't mean that it's ran through. That don't mean nothing. You got to fucking take chances in life, man. To eat that pussy sometimes. You know, you got to.
I don't
Whoa.
know. I don't know if you got an odor. You should stick your tongue down there. But I said sometimes I done been down there, and I don't
Just
think
saying, if
you
you're
know.
sticking your dick in there, I feel like the tongue is not as bad.
What? What? Nah, I disagree. I wholeheartedly. My brain is up here, not down there.
You gonna stick your tongue in all kind of foreign objects, except for pussy. This is crazy.
So, have you had this experience before?
Huh?
This has happened to you before, I'm guessing?
Yeah, bro, you know, I done ran up on some stank. Like, I done ran up on some pussy I'm knowing I'm the only nigga that done been hitting it. But you know?
Okay. Doesn't exist.
It doesn't exist.
Sometimes they literally have to, you got to figure out
Sometimes
what
that
works
shit
with your
just
body.
be a little...
You got to figure out what works with your body. Sometimes.
So, bro,
that's-
hold on, wait. I got a question for y'all. Y'all ain't never run up on no stank pussy. Stop lying.
No. I've been in a lot
Stop
of.
lying.
No. I personally been in a lot of long-term relationships.
Oh, that's trash.
I'll defer to the second half.
That's correct.
We'll
Yeah,
talk
bro.
to
So,
Wayne.
bro, I don't ran up on some shit, but then I was politely like, hey, maybe we try another soap. Maybe we try.
Try another soap is
You know
so
what I'm saying? No, maybe we try.
So-
maybe we try a different thing because I'll bring us like when we start taking showers together and shit. I'm like, hey, baby, we, you know what I'm saying? Just use my soap. Boom, 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 and then it's a whole
Talk about-
different thing. And it's
Hey,
just like
hey, babe, I'm watching your process, and I didn't see you going between your legs.
it's not even the process because sometimes. When I don't even know how to say this, when women use the
Need to stop.
You know what I'm
douche?
saying?
The douche?
the douche, right? When you
Yeah.
use the douche, sometimes that's
Like,
washing out
what?
the shit that actually makes their smell okay.
Yeah.
This is not a conversation a bunch of men should be having. Sorry. Douching vaginas and shit, nah. Nah. Y'all niggas tripping. I can't even hold you up. Y'all niggas tripping.
You know what I'm saying? But she's been taught so much to get all that shit out of there that it actually washes the shit away. And sometimes, don't listen to me. I'm not a biologist. I'm just speaking from experience. It's not another man trying to tell women how to smell and shit.
Paige is going to go back to her friends like T-Pain said.
It's not. I'm only saying this shit. I'm only saying this shit from experience, and I've only noticed it more after my wife told me, like, hey, sometimes.
Man,
you know.
Hold up, because he kind of low-key. He low-key dry snitching on his wife, if we being honest. But let's just keep
we deal with a lot of other women, so she's like, I watch my wife, like, tell other women, like, hey, try this, boom, 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 this, maybe this is not a product for you, boom, 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 and then this is like a honeypot thing, and then there's just like this other.
I ain't even gonna lie, Payne, you turn, bro. You having agreed with your wife.
I mean, this is common knowledge, bro.
It look like you sound like the type of nigga that's ready to call anybody big bro.
Anybody that's doing anything you ain't doing, you're like, it's big bro.
What you gotta say to T-Pain though?
Nah, we got it, bro.
Man, Payne, bro. I'm gonna ask you. You was around Wayne during that time he was beefing with Dream. No, bet. You was around Wayne around that time he was beefing with. Yeah, with Dream.
Okay, I don't remember that. I ain't gonna lie to you. Wayne was beefing with The Dream?
Yeah. No, man.
I don't know if I was around for that one, bro.
I'm talking about the singer. And when he took his bitch out the club.
What the fuck? Okay, I don't know about it. Yeah, I don't know about I don't know about bitch drama. It was some music shit, then I was there, but I don't know about it.
Nah, bro. It was Nivea. Wayne and Christina Milian. And that's when Dream made I Fucked Your Girl. Why you beat her with the denim? I fucked your girl. I fucked your girl. Nigga made an R&B diss track.
Man, I don't get enough bitches to know about other people's business. I'm still ugly, nigga. I don't know about bitch drama.
Man, it was cool talking to you.
All right, bro. Thank you, bro.
Nobody gonna believe this nigga. If I go to his family, like, I just got done talking to T-Pain. Like, shut up, nigga. Back to the basement.
Back to the basement is crazy, G. That's crazy as hell.
Welcome to Crash Dummies Podcast.
What's going on?
What up?
No, I got a question for you.
Yeah, what's the question?
What's your stupid ass hot take?
That the white girls can't be studs.
Okay. Not gonna lie to you. All right. Fuck. Oh my God.
How do we approach this?
What we as black people consider a stud. He might be right.
He might be right.
Yeah, he might be right.
It takes a level of aggression that I don't think.
Listen. Every time you see a white girl that's a stud, you call her a butch, though, right?
Now, when we start talking, here's the thing: when we start talking about like biker chicks and shit like that, you know what I'm saying? We don't call them studs.
Yeah.
But the thing that we define as studs, I don't think I know a white.
I will say that white women that are considered studs, they kind of dress more like Conan O'Brien than they do like old school Allen Iverson.
Full suits. Three-piece suits.
Yeah, it's more like
no. More like many white studs.
I'm hosting like a night show or something like that.
But a Latina can also be a stud.
I haven't seen.
Yeah, I've seen some Latinos.
I know a bunch of white lesbians that are dudes in their relationship.
In general. Yes, I swear I have.
No, I know a bunch.
There's a lot of Latina.
I know a bunch of white lesbians that are the dude in their relationship.
Yes, I do know that too.
Studs.
Studs is like pretty like very, very rare. Like to be a stud, like they have an elite club. Like you gotta have some credentials to be considered a stud.
They're like wrestlers.
Yes.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
wrestlers, they got stage names and shit. It's good.
Studs are, I think, to be a stud, you have to be from the inner city, though.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
think that's why.
Oh, you
I
can't
think
be a
that's
suburban
why.
stud?
No, I don't
I
think
think
you
you
can
can be
be
a
a
suburban
stud.
style. I think
Yeah,
in the suburbs you just like girls.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just whatever.
They wear pantsuits. Also,
Yeah.
the studs they dress like Hillary Clinton at weddings.
Correct. Absolutely. I fuck with that. Yeah.
All right, bro. You have a good one.
Y'all appreciate it, y'all. Y'all have a good one.
You
All right,
too, man.
peace.
Peace.
Man, that was great.
That was
that's
amazing.
crazy.
No, I appreciate you.
There's been a bug in my drink this whole time.
Whole
Really?
time?
Where'd the bug come from, though?
I don't know. It's really. God damn it. Oh, that's gross.
You might as well drink it, though. Like,
I-
fingering your
I've
cup
been
is kind of
drinking
crazy.
the
And your triple
juices.
company, too.
Been drinking the juices of it, whatever the fuck it was. I think it was
that's a good
Yeah.
Get my baby out the
Yeah, he babysits his drink. You gotta
do.
watch, dude.
There's got to be multiple bugs in there then.
There's been times where I was like,
might be.
I wanted to thank people after drinking. Like, damn, I took 5 shots tonight, and I don't know where they came from. And the whole time, I only got 2 shots, and he
It's just
slid
been
me.
his.
Yeah.
You gotta watch him. That's why they call him MC in the
That's
chat.
fire. That's
What's
fire.
MC?
Mike Cosby.
Mickey Clipper.
Now they don't call him that.
Anyway, Payne, appreciate you coming on.
Why wouldn't everybody start calling him Pain?
What?
That's normal.
I just feel like saying T-Pain sing something formal.
It's just a lot.
It's a lot. It's just
a lot.
way
It's
more
a lot.
syllables.
Yeah.
Pain
It
is just simple.
Pain is that's what all my friends call me, but
How'd you get where'd you come up with the name T-Pain?
so my name, oh boy. Okay. My name used to be Mr. Torturer. When I was like 14.
You having a BDSM name is crazy.
Sound like a male stripper.
Yeah. There's a lot of
Mr. Torturer. Helicopter in his dick.
Literally sound like a name you would hear in the Diddy trial right now. There's one dude there named the Punisher or some shit.
Nah, it was
Diddy
crazy.
trial?
Yeah, Punisher, yeah. A lot of
The Punisher.
foreshadowing. A lot of foreshadowing. in his name.
Yeah.
So I used to be Mr. Torturer. One of the people that used to be in my group, Birdchest Johnson, he was like, I'm not saying that.
Wait, what was his name? No, what was
His name was Birdchest Johnson.
Birdchest Johnson.
So
is so crazy.
Birdchest Johnson looked at Mr. Torture and was like, I'm not saying that. And then he was, I was like, all right. So Torture,
Birdchest Johnson.
what do you got? He was like, Pain, Torch, T-Pain? T-Pain is good? I was like, yeah, but I don't want the T to be for torture, though.
Yeah.
He was like, Tallahassee? Absolutely. Tallahassee Pain. Let's
Got
go.
it. Okay.
Makes sense.
Because he was trying to say my name in a verse one day, and it was like, I'm not saying
That
torture.
nigga
Torture.
Tallahassee.
Thank God you let that go.
Yeah, bigger question is what's his new name?
It's still that. It's still Birdchest Johnson.
He died Birdchest Johnson.
100%. Shout out to Birdchest Johnson, man. Yeah.
I appreciate you coming on the pod.
Absolutely.
This has been Crash Dummies episode
Has it, though?
212.
Oh.
No, 211. 211.
Okay.
Just guessing.
211,
No, you said 211.
211.
Yeah.
Fuck it. Peace.
Type shit. Gang.
Check this out.
They have over 1 million.
Hey, man. Shout them boys out. That was a good video. Yeah, man, I can't lie, though. Some of them callers, they be tripping. It's gonna be definitely a good one to add on to the repertoire of things to live stream. Especially them caller sections that they be having. But make sure y'all tap in with them. Crash Dummies Podcast if you ain't tapped in with them already.